Well, I think all of these comments can be summarized in, I think, the key question of the summer of 2010. Whose side are you on? It seems to me that the question for Americans throughout the country as the Congress goes home after this week to ask them is, whose side are you on? Are you on the side of Democrats trying to create 750,000 jobs in new energy programs, or are you on the side of those in the Republican Party who have stopped every effort to create those and other jobs? Are you on the side of being able to help small businesses in this country, or are you on the side of making sure that you continue to have failure for a political purpose? Are you on the side of reining in Wall Street, or are you on the side of the consumer and the investor? And when we talk about the special interests, particularly in this bill, whose side are you on? Are you on the side of big oil, or are you on the side of citizens and coastal communities that face such a challenge? One of the main reasons Republicans have for opposing this clean energy job creation oil company accountability bill is the portion that I'm proud to have offered, the big oil bailout prevention bill. And I hope that the constituents spend the month of August asking them why they propose to let BP off the hook instead of holding them accountable, why they propose to make economic protections for coastal families a crapshoot instead of a guarantee, why they propose to leave taxpayers exposed and on the hook instead of ensuring they will not spend a dime cleaning up BP's mess. The Republicans have chosen, and this is a clear contrast between their energy proposal and ours. They have chosen to stand with oil companies instead of taxpayers and coastal families, a position that I think would infuriate every American who watched for several months 200 million gallons of oil gush in the Gulf of Mexico over the course of the last 3 months. They think they can play this inside game where they stand up for the special interests in Washington, block progress, and then go back home and tell the constituents the Democrats are at fault. Well, when the rubber meets the road, it's middle-class Americans that they are letting down. Their special interest strategy has real consequences for real families. In the case of oil company accountability, Republican obstruction could leave devastated coastal families to fend for themselves and leave taxpayers fully exposed. Until we change the liability cap, let's not forget, regardless of everything that BP says, they're still only limited to $75 million of liability for all of those who have been hurt, all those communities, all those fishermen, everyone else. This should be a national outrage. Thousands of families watch businesses they work so hard to be built washed away by an arrogant oil company. And the Republicans would have taxpayers and the families pay for that recovery, not BP. We, on the other hand, have a simple, common sense, straightforward accountability idea. If you mess up, you clean up. If you spill, if you're the polluter, you pay. It's a stark and significant difference in how Republicans would coddle oil companies that mess up versus how we would keep them accountable. I hope constituents ask this early and often in the summer of August 10th. Ask this question. And hopefully, if they ask the question, they'll be incensed. And when they're incensed, they'll do what Adlai Stevenson used to say, that when I get the heat at home, I see the light in Washington. Hopefully, they'll see the light in Washington in September.